What up, guys? Alchemist here. I got something nice for you. So today I decided to do a build video because let's be honest here, it's a long season and we bored. We need something to do. What best to do is build craft. Am I right? So I made a very unique build that I want people to check out because I think I put a lot of work into it. You know, it's very unique. This is not the build, by the way. This is come on now. Come on now. I think everybody knows this build, right? This not even a real thing. It's just, if y'all want this build from me, let me know. But this is not the build I'm finna show you guys. But this is the obvious, this is like the obvious guaranteed void build for hunters that can basically solo anything. Anywho, I made a new build that I think is very fun. I haven't seen anyone make it before, and it's a utility build. I ain't gonna lie, I did hit up Maptics in the Destiny community that be doing the build videos. I just started watching like a week ago. And I was like, hey, I want to try my build out, but then I was like, I might as well post a video on it. If he end up still doing this, using my build for himself, cool. I don't mind seeing other people use it to see how they use it. That'd be pretty cool. And I don't care if anybody end up using this build for like out of cross freaking build battle videos. You know, as long as people know I'm the one that made the build and give credit to me, then that's all cool. But here's the build. I call it Bow Down Peasant. I made it based around the queen. I put the Techion outfit on. I think I put the queen shader on it, the purple queen shader on it. But yeah. So this is an arc build. I know it's not an arc season with the artifact, but that's what makes it so unique. This build is so good without any artifacts. It's insane. I was able to do Grandmaster with it and able to solo a freaking Master low sector with it. And I may add some footage in the video actually doing a solo low sector with this. But the whole point of this build is blind everything. That's why I call it Bow Down Peasant, because literally you make every enemy bow their head in blindness. Literally, of course you can't blind bosses, but you can blind every other. And yeah, you blind every other. So first things first, armor. I went with heavy ammo finder and scout for my teammates, and harmonic siphon for, you know, arc. You know. I went with 3 heavy-handed, which y'all gonna figure out in a minute, right? By the way, some people don't know this. By the way, Bungie did a nerf where if you got heavy-handed on, you gotta wait 10 seconds to produce an orb. If you have more mods on, same thing goes for the grenade one. That makes firepower. If you have more copies on, it actually lessens the cooldown of that. So I believe if you got 2 on, it makes it 5 seconds. If you got 3 on, there's no cooldown. So this is like OG before the nerf that they did. So if you got 3 of these on, every time you get a melee kill, it produces an orb immediately. There's no wait time. So everybody should know as a hunter, you have a melee build for arc. You want to have 3 heavy-handed on so you can produce orbs like crazy. I'll be going through strikes, and by the end of the end screen, I'll be having like over like 150 orbs of light. I'll be having like 200 or 170 something. I'll be having heck of orbs of light on the ground for my teammates, or orb of power if you're, you know, using a new term. Chest piece, mods don't really matter. You choose whatever resistance you want based on what scenario you're in. Gemini Jester is very important in this build. Whenever you dodge, any combatants near you get blinded and disoriented. It's like 22 meters, I believe, which make meleeing people very easy. I know you can do the liar handshake where you just do insane damage to melee and just be one-shot enemy, just keep rolling, punch, rolling, punch, rolling, punch. I already got that build already. I want to make something new that can disorient enemies and help my teammates out. Again, this is a utility build. This is not a DPS build. This is how can I help my teammates and make whatever mission I go into the easiest mission ever. So Gemini Jesters making that I can blind enemies that are near us, and then I can melee them to death. Because they are blinded, they can't fight back, they're blinded. And as you already know, in the arc build, when you kill someone with your melee, you get your class ability back, meaning I can dodge again. Infinite stun lock, it's a loop, they stay blinded forever. So yeah, Gemini Gesture Zone, most people only use this in PvP, but I decided to be unique and use it in PvE. I got 2 Arc Surges on because you need a little bit help in DPS since you really don't have no DPS weapons on like that. And then Recuperation. So every time you kill somebody from melee or your Arc weapon kills, you get health back from the Orbs of Light because you really need it, because Arc doesn't really have anything for survivability. So picking up Orbs of Light to get the recuperation around you will help you out a lot. Of course, I put 2 powerful attractions on, because like I said, you're going to be meleeing and shade stepping a lot. So while you shade step, you might want to pick up the Orbs of Lights around you to get your health back, disorient enemies around you, and pick up the Orbs of Light. And then you got Reaper on. Reaper is the one mod out of the 3, out of firepower and heavy handed stuff. Reaper the only one you can't have multiple copies on. You have to wait to 10 seconds regardless after you do the shade step. Well, not wait to 10 seconds, but you get what I mean. You get 10 seconds to make the orb, and then you can do it again. But yeah, it's the only one you can't lessen or increase the cooldown, anything like that. So that's the armor mods. The weapons you're gonna be using, kinetic slot, you can use whatever you want. You can use Honjuri. If you want to have a little bit more long range, I think kinetic tremor is really good, so I want a Honjuri. But you can go with a bow, a strand bow, definitely from the season. Pick up Orb of Light. Now you got unraveling rounds on it. You can definitely do a strand bow, which I may do on my kit, because then I think that's very smart. Do unraveling round strand bow in your kinetic slot. You can do another 2 special weapons if you want. You can run a disorienting grenade launcher, so you're just blinding into whatever situation you want, if you want to be really crazy with it. But yeah, kinetic, you can do whatever you want in the kinetic slot. You need Indebted Kindness for this build. You need it, you need it, you need it. I don't have the God roll. I have Beacon Rounds and Adagio. It gets the job done, you know. You can, as long as you got Indebted Kindness, it gets the job done for the build. But the God roll you want is Beacon Rounds and Vote Shot, so that every enemy you kill, you can do a Vote Shot on them, and you don't have to aim because of Beacon Rounds. You just shoot in the crowd over there. They get Vote Shot on them. They get jolted, and then you just keep doing the same loop. Just keep shooting in the crowd, and you just keep doing jolt and blinding explosions when you get into the build. Or you do Lead from Gold and Vote Shot, because Lead from Gold, you pick up heavy, you get special ammo, so you always have special ammo on you. Because if you don't do that, then you may want to change heavy ammo finder to special ammo finder and special ammo scout to help with you always having special ammo for your Indebted Kindness. And the same thing, class ability, you could change Reaper to special finisher, so whenever you do a special move, you can create some special ammo for your team. And then we got Queenbreaker. Some people sleep on Queenbreaker. It's a slept on exotic, haven't been used in ages. You know, do got some ornaments, some cool looking ornaments on it, whatever. But Queenbreaker, it's not just a freaking linear anymore where you got the long zoom and the short zoom. I recommend the long zoom because it do more DPS, but you know, dealer's choice, up to you guys. I put quick draw on so I can pull it out as fast as possible to shoot it at an enemy in dire situations. And then you got hipfire grip in case you don't want to aim down sights with it. Now, some people don't know, the perk of Queenbreaker is that it fires an arc bolt that chains to nearby enemies and it blinds them. The blinding part is what people forget. Queenbreaker, when it blinds people, it blinds. Okay? Like, it's not a joke. I'm trying to throw some footage on the screen. But Queenbreaker blinds people for a very long time. And this is a verb, so Queenbreaker stuns unstoppables immediately. Like, you shoot them once and they immediately get stunned. So Queenbreaker is definitely for unstoppables. But if you shoot Queenbreaker in a crowd, it blinds every enemy that the arc bolt chained to, and they stay blinded for a long time. I think they stay blinded for a good 8 to 10 seconds. They literally be staying disoriented for a very long time. They do not be able to see on some Stevie Wonder-ish. Like, it's amazing. So Queenbreaker gonna be what you use to blind people from far away. Now let me go into the actual build. I should start with this first, but let's go into the actual build. You can choose Gathering Storm is better for utility, killing ass enemies in a row in a group together, and for DPS. If you want to do Arch Staff, that's up to you, but I don't recommend it. Gathering Storm for the win. Go with Gambler's Dodge to get your melee back. Your jump is up to you. It's up to you for jumping. You want to go with Combination Blow, because Combination Blow, literally, when you defeat a target with your ability, it refills your class ability back, which ties in with Gemini Jester. So you want to get the melee kill, which you want to shade step to blind enemies in front of you, right? Get the melee kill off of them. That gives your class ability back. Shade step again to reset the cooldown on them being blinded, disoriented. Rinse, wash, and repeat. You get the stacks up on your melee with Combination Blow, and you can keep doing that over and over again with no trouble. Flashbang Grenade to add on to the blinding people. You can choose whatever grenade you want, but I prefer to just go straight blinding. So Flashbang Grenade to blind everyone in the area. Flow State, so when I defeat a jolted target, I get amplified. That's why Vote Shot is very important to have on your Indebted Kindness. I don't have it, so in order for me to jolt people, I have to go with the Lethal Current route, where I shade step, I add jolt to a target when I melee somebody, which give me amplified, because I killed them while they was jolted from me doing my melee shade step combo. But Indebted Kindness with Vote Shot would make it that you get amplified way easier when you defeat a jolted target. And then while you amplified, when you shade step, you get a very tanky shade step when you amplify. And the fragments you want to have on Spark of Brilliance, so defeating a blinded target with precision damage creates a blinded explosion. That's why I'm now thinking about I should definitely have a strand bow on this build, because then whenever someone's blinded and I kill them far away with my unraveling round strand bow, not only will they have unraveling on them, if I kill them, it will cause another blind explosion over there in that group of enemies, and then they get blinded even longer, and then that continues the combo, because I keep killing blinded enemies with precision hit, with precision damage, and it continues the loop of keeping enemies stun locked and blinded forever in that crowd. Spark Amplitude, while you amplify, you create Aura of Power. So when you kill people in Indebted Kindness, you're going to be making auras from your harmonic siphon from your helmet, and you're going to be making an aura from this fragment. So you're going to be seeing 2 auras drop back to back. You're just going to be raining orbs, okay, for your teammates. That's why I said this is a utility build. You're keeping the enemies blinded for however long you want for your team to kill them. So ad control is a cinch. It's easy work, light work. And then while you're doing that light work, you're producing heck of auras for your teammates so they can spam their super as much as you want, as much as they want, and you spam your super as much as you want because of you having Gathering Storm. Spark a Beacon. While you amplify, your arch special weapon cause blinding explosions for every enemies you kill. That's why Indebted Kindness is so fire that it came out from this dungeon, because that sidearm is strong. You can one-shot most enemies with it. So when you kill people with it while you amplify, and that's why it's amazing to have Vote Shot on it if you can, you'll cause a blind explosion, leaving enemies in that area blinded in a forever stun lock from you doing that. And then Spark Resistance, so if you want to do your shade step combo, shade step and punching people, you get that resistance from being in a group of enemies, so you can run in there and blind on people. The loop is very simple in this build. Blind everything to make it easy for your teammates. If the enemies are far away from you, if you're in a Grandmaster, enemies far away, and you don't want to risk dying doing your shade step combo with Gemini Jester, use Queenbreaker. Blind that group of enemies. Once they blinded, close the distance. Shade step. Blind them, punch them, kill them while they blinded. Also too, some people forget, when an enemy is jolted with a hunter, damaging a jolted target with a melee attack also blinds them. So if you add jolt to a target, you can run up to them, punch them, and it resets the blind effect, and they stay blinded again. You just keep punching them as long as they jolted to keep blinding them, which made Vote Shot really good on Indebted Kindness even more. So it's just super easy. Shade Step blinds people. Your special weapon kills blind people if you amplify. Your heavy weapon blinds people, and whoever gets chained to bad get blinded as well. Your grenade, throw it, blinds people. If someone jolted, you punch them, blinds people. Everything you do blinds people, and it makes every activity super easy because disorienting and blind in this game is very broken. I'm very shocked people do not use it as often as you think they should. And then, like I said, if you want to double dip and have a blinding grenade, a disorienting grenade launcher with your indebted kindness, it's very possible to rock two special weapons. Just make sure you do it. Make sure you change the special ammo finder and special weapon finisher, so you always have special weapon on you. Special ammo on you. But yeah, man, this build is very fire. I added the 2 arc weapon surges because of the lack of DPS with this build. But you're a utility build. You're not trying to go for DPS. That's what your teammates are for, okay? But if you don't like Queenbreaker, you can always go to the alternative, which is what is called Grand Overture. Because Grand Overture also blinds people when you do the full auto mode where you shoot all the rockets out, right? It blinds people. Because of the catalyst. Yeah, because the catalyst making that Grand Overture also blinds people. So if you want a heavy that does heck of DPS, you can always go Grand Overture with this build and take Queenbreaker off if you look for more DPS instead of just utility to blind people. But this build, I love this build. It's amazing. It's very fun, and I can't wait to add some gameplay to show you guys just how fire it is. It's great in Grandmaster. It's great in Master low sectors, Legend low sectors, Grandmaster nightfalls. It's great utility. Again, I would definitely get my strand bow to work with the artifact to make it even more worthwhile with the unraveling rounds for utility for my teammates. But this build is amazing. I highly recommend it. So make this build if you can. I promise you're gonna love it. It's gonna make any team activity you play with other people super easy. I hope you guys enjoy. Till next time. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. I think I said everything for this build. If I did leave anything out, comment it down below in the comment section. I don't think I did, but just in case, comment it down below. But that's the build, man. That's the build. Hope you guys love it and enjoy it. And until next time, stay up. Let me know if y'all want me to do any more build crafting. I'm only a hunter main, okay? I got 300s. I don't play any other clans. I don't have time for that. So if you want more builds from me, just know this is hunter exclusive. I don't do titans and warlock builds, okay? I only do hunter. So yeah. But anyway, let me get y'all to this Lost Sector gameplay. And until next time, stay up. I did forget something. This build works on all champions. I know how bothersome it can get switching to all weapons. So trying to figure out, do this build work for this champion? This build work for all champions, okay? We got sidearms for anti-barrier. Because this artifact season, you have anti-barrier sidearms. So, and this shreds barrier shields immediately. It takes like 1 or 2 shots and it knock it down immediately. So we got the sidearm for barriers. We got Queenbreaker for unstoppable. Or when unstoppable get blinded, they automatically get stunned. So you got your blinding grenade that can stun them. You got, if you end up jolting the unstoppable, you can hurry up and punch them before they slam on the ground. That stuns them. As long as they got jolt inside their body, which you can do with your indebted kindness if you got vote shot. So Queenbreaker stuns unstoppables, blinding grenade stun unstoppables. If they jolted, you can punch them. That stuns unstoppables. So that works. And then overload, they get stunned when they're jolted. So as long as you got vote shot with your indebted kindness or shade step, punch them to add jolt in their body, they will get stunned. So this build handles every champion. So if you're a person that really worried about champions, don't worry, you got everything for every champion on this build. Now to the low sector.